Hello viewers, welcome to another edition of Campus BLIST on SAC TV. We are good to see. I'm your host for this wonderful program. My name is Kelly Josie. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave us a comment at the comment section below. Tell us what you're enjoying, and also we are always expecting your feedbacks. Remember, of course, that this program is brought to you by The People's Lifestyle and Cassidy Image and IT Solutions. They are the ones supporting and holding us tight all this while. For any sponsorship, you can call us on 0553 0553-286218. And if you want to be a guest on my show, you can call us on 0553-286218. A special thanks to Sisi's Thrifty Closet for my outfit. Thank you so much. And if you are shopping today, add Sisi Thrifty Closet to your list. She got some lovely clothes for you, and she's located at Achimota Mall 7 and also right here on campus Winneba. You can contact her on 0249 896244. 0249-896244. She does delivery, and she's looking. It doesn't matter wherever you are in the country, she'll bring it to you at your doorsteps. Today's section is about floods, one of the major disasters that becomes the nation's burden each and every year. This month particularly has recorded flood incidents in the Greater Accra region, Central region, and some parts of Upper West region had also been a victim. Floods do not only destroy properties but also claims life. According to NADMO, since 2018 till now, more than 500 people have died as a result of floods. If indeed heavy rainfall causes most of the floods, should we then expect flood whenever it rains heavily in the country, or there are some causes and preventions? These and many related facts will I be seeking information from my guest. I'm honored to have Justice Pego from the Communication and Media Studies, specializing in strategic communication, and also Samuel Awuni from the School of Communication and Media Studies, specializing in strategic communication. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How are you doing, Justice?
God's grace, I'm doing very good. Hope you're good.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm lasting.
Thank God, you guys are looking good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You look great too.
Hey, thank you. Okay, so let's start our conversation right now. So, John, why do we always face this problem, floods, in this country whenever it rains?
Why do we always face flood issues whenever it rains? One, I'll put it this way, that is stubbornness on the part of citizens, and also failure and negligence on the part of government. And specifically, if I'm talking about government, I mean successive governments, not just this current government. Yes.
Okay, Samuel.
Okay. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to express my views on this particular issue. First of all, let me extend my greetings to your viewers and also your directors. Okay, we cannot talk about flooding without knowing what it is. Well, flooding is all that you know, is a natural disaster which occurs due to continuous rainfall. And what causes this? It is due to deforestation. You know, when we keep on cutting down trees without replacing them, trees and vegetation absorb a lot of water. So when we keep on cutting down trees, it will always cause flooding in this country. And also, when we look at our dams and rivers, sometimes dumping refuse in the gutters so that and it gets choked. When this happens, automatically a flood will occur. So these are my views about the cause of flooding every year in Ghana.
So what are some of the effects of it when we always dump rubbish inside gutters. And
thank you very much. The effect of this issue is that when we dump refuse in gutters and get choked, you see, it will not allow the water to flow frequently. So it will get choked at some particular place, then get stagnant, and this can cause flood. And also, when this happens, it is going to cause cholera and also malaria.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah. Yes, I said earlier that flood, to me, it's as a result of stubbornness on the side of citizens and also negligence and then failure on the part of government. Why do I say this? You see, in every community or in every country, we have a department that is devoted to town planning. Yeah. You understand? So we have the town planning department in every assembly. And the responsibility of the town planning section is to plan the layout of every community or every town. Now, the question here is, are they doing the job? If they are doing it, are citizens or developers adhering to their demands or the directives that has been given? You see, if you build and then your buildings are not in line, what happens is whenever it rains and then any drainage system or any gutter or water is passing through any place, because the buildings are not in line, the water will force to find its way. You understand? Then the next thing is our drainage system. We have one of the worst drainage systems in the world, not just in Ghana. You see, we don't have good drainage systems. Where we even have the drainage system, like the culverts and the gutters. My brother Sami spoke about dumping refuse into them. The citizens, we do not know the essence of these gutters. We think they are there for us to dump refuse into it. Surprisingly enough, you even go to the developed communities where we regard as the capitals or the civilized people are. If you see how the gutters and the drainage systems are being handled, it's very poor. One, we don't even have the 10. The few ones we are having, we are choking them. You understand? Then the next thing is people build on waterways. Yeah. And this is where I am talking about the failure on the part of government. You understand? Every government, before we can stop these flood issues, then we need a government or a leader that is having the political willpower to pull down certain structures. But surprisingly enough, the elite in society, those that we regard as the powerful people in society, especially the politicians, they come and then they build in the waterways. So water is one thing that you can never stop from flowing. You understand me? My brother Sami talked about the deforestation. Yes, it plays a part. But to me, I don't think that is the major cause of flood. You see, they're cutting down trees, it is happening somewhere in the forest or in the bush. You understand me? And the flood is happening in the town, in our homes. You understand me? So because we stop the flow of water, there's a gutter, let's say there's a gutter that passes through the front of this particular studio. And then somebody comes to put up a building, or management decides to do extension. So they have extended the studio to that side, and then the waterway has been blocked. Whenever it rains heavily, the water will find its way. So we need the town planning department of the various assembly to stand up to the task, and then our politicians, our leaders, they should forget about the next vote or the next election. They should consider our lives. You understand me? And then forget about the next elections. Let them gather the courage, have the political willpower, and pull down certain structures for us to move on.
Okay, so what about some of the citizens who build their buildings, like their house, their structures in water?
In the water?
Yeah, sometimes you advise them that they shouldn't do that, but still they want to do that.
Yes, Kelly, you see, the issue is that sold the land to that person to build. And what I know, you can never build without taking permit from the local assembly. And it is not just every department in the local assembly that gives you the permit. It is the town planning session that gives you the permit. So the town planning, they have already planned, they have their layout. So places that are waterways, places that roads will pass, they know. Do you get me? So if a land has been sold to you, and then the town planning session knows that this is a waterway or this is a road, they tell you not to build there. So if you are building there, they should be able to stop you. That is why you see that there are certain structures, the moment they start putting them up, the assembly goes, they write stop work. The next day you see, the structure continues. Some people even build in the night. Why? Because they have gone to give money to somebody. And that person, because he's been appointed by a politician, and the politician doesn't want to lose the next election, they will close their eyes. After all, I am not staying there. That is always the perception. After all, I am not staying there. So if there is flood, it will not affect me. Are you not surprised that even East Legon is being affected by flood? It is bad. You see, so the politicians should forget about the next election. They should consider the life and the welfare of citizens. They should consider
The welfare of the citizens. Sammy, whenever it rains, it always affects our roads.
Yes.
Why is it?
Well, I think, have you seen water flowing through our gutters before? It comes with a level of speed. You get it? So when there are no gutters or our gutters are choked, and also when the roads are flat or it is a little bit deep, whenever it rains, the water will not get a place to pass. It will just flow through the roads and it will wipe away the surface of the road. So I think this is the cause of flood destroying our roads. Yes.
John, recently I watched a news day, and then the road, the bridge was divided into two as a result of the flood, the rain that falls. Why is it that not anytime, but it always affects our roads whenever it rains?
Yes, it all boils down to the drainage system issue we're talking about, and then also the planning of the various communities. You see, if a road is constructed, I am not an engineer if it comes to road construction school, I can't talk about that one, but I believe that if a road is constructed, it needs to be protected by gutters. You understand me? But you'll be surprised to see certain roads, and these gutters mostly, I observe that they are being constructed mostly within the communities. You understand me? And then certain parts of the road that they think that place, maybe it's so slopey, and then whenever it rains, the water that will flow onto the road will be more. But you see that some of the gutters, they are too small. To my understanding, you understand me? Now, if you also come into the communities, as we're talking about building on waterways, you see the water struggles to move. So as it is struggling to move, the water that is being collected at a particular point in time, the volume is always huge. So it comes with that force. You understand me? It comes with that force. So if it is happening like that, it will surely affect the road. And for road construction issues, I don't even want to go into it. Yes, I said I am not an engineer. But you see that most of our roads are poorly constructed. We are not talking about that one today. Maybe if the opportunity comes, we'll talk about that one. Yes.
This is getting interesting, and this is still Campus Bliss on SAC TV. We will be going for a short commercial break, and when we come back, I'll be asking my guest, is finding solutions one of the biggest challenge in the country? Welcome back to Campus Bliss on SAC TV. Thank you for staying with us. How can I stop thanking Ceci's Thrifty Closet for my outfit? Thank you, Ceci. And also, my ladies, if you want outfit for any program, just purchase from Ceci Thrifty Closet. And also, my gentlemen, please purchase Ceci Thrifty Closet for your ladies. You can contact her on 0249 896244. 0249896244. She's located at Achimota Mile 7 and also on campus right in Winneba. Sammy,
Yeah.
is finding solution one of the biggest challenge in this country
Well,
to flood? Sorry.
finding solution to flooding has been a biggest challenge in Ghana. Why? Because we keep on building our houses on waterways, and also the government has failed to look on this issue. Why? Because they are much focused on the economical issue in this country, and they don't focus on the flooding issues. You get me? So, and we also keep on dumping refuse in gutters, and as my brother said, building of houses in waterways causes a lot. It does cause flood in this country. When we keep on building our houses in waterways, you know, we have to give ways to waters to pass through. Our land, what do you call it? Those who are in charge of looking at when it comes to building of houses, they should also look at that aspect. Yeah.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, finding solutions to the flood issue is there a problem? Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem because we're not allowing the institutions to work. You understand me? I always say that there is too much political interference in every activity that goes on in this country. I made mention of the town planning session. Somebody is building on a waterway. Somebody is putting up a structure at where it's not supposed to be. If you try stopping that person, a politician who believes the country is for him or her and no other person, that will call and then say, stop what you are doing. So I think it's becoming a problem because politicians are interfering into almost every activity. You understand it? We should, it is high time we look at those things. And also the politicians, I will always say that they should forget about the next election. They should stop thinking about the next elections and then think about the welfare of citizens. Yeah.
There is no solution.
There is solution. There is always solution for everything. You understand me? We talked about the drainage systems. The drainage system should be looked at. Our structures should have a very good layout. You see, we should, as citizens, we should know where to dump our refuse. You understand me? In May, I heard the Minister for Water Resources saying that about 450 million Ghana cedis has already been spent on flood-related activities just this year. May, let's look at it. What time has the rain set in? That by May we spent about 450 million cedis. And they are saying that we will be needing about 5 billion cedis to be able to resolve these flood issues. Look, the cause of this flooding, most of the causes, if we should be on our toes, okay, if we allow institutions to work, without interfering into their activities, these monies will not go into it. Somebody is building on water, will stop the person, pull down the structure. If you have already warned the person, you caution the person from building there, and the person goes on to do the building. If you pull down that structure, I don't think there is a need to pay any compensation. But if you fail to do your work, that is where you'll be thinking about compensation. So I want to plead with the politicians. I am pleading with you. Ghana is for us. Okay? We should forget about the next election. Yes? Look, there is politics everywhere. Yeah. Okay? There is politics everywhere. But I don't think if citizens, okay, are dead, if we do not have anybody in this country again, I don't think the water will come and vote for you, the politician. So forget about the next election and think about the welfare of citizens.
Yeah. So, Sami, my last question. Has the government done enough to solve this problem?
Well, in my opinion, the government has not done enough to resolve this issue. Why? Because as I said earlier on, the government keeps on focusing on other issues and just avoiding flood in this country. And when we look at the causes of flood, it's very dangerous. Flood can take lives of people, it destroys properties, and many more. Just recently, I have experienced some before in my hostel, where there was a blockage of gutters, and also we have in our hostel we have a main gate. So the gate was closed, and that day it rained the whole day, and due to that, the water was not getting any place to go, so it get choked and it started entering our rooms, and it destroyed many of our things, our laptops, our books, our mattresses, and all that. So I don't think the government is doing enough to resolve this issue, and I think to resolve this issue we can start building dams, constructing gutters, and also planting more trees to avoid this particular issue. Yeah.
Has the government done enough to solve this?
No government in this Fourth Republic, to me, has done enough in resolving these flood issues, because the flood has been with us for some time now. You see, government, let me say the previous government, the previous NDC government, and then the current government, I think should have taken a clue from the June 3, 2015 disaster in Circle. You understand? Because it is this same flood that led to the loss of lives and property in Accra, which has become a national disaster. You understand me? So I think they should have taken a clue from that, and then consider putting measures in place to stop this thing. But you know, every government is paying lip service to this flood issue. I don't know why. I don't know if it is because they think investing into that place will not give them votes. Meanwhile, look, if citizens are alive, if my area is always flooded, okay, because structures have been built on waterways, because drainage systems has been blocked, any government that will come and solve that problem for me, I would be able to vote for that particular political party should they come the next time. But they are not thinking about that. So I think government is not doing enough. Not just this government, successive government. You see, we should allow the institutions to work. We should make sure that the right thing is done. They will just insult you for some number of days. It ends there. You see, so I think government should reconsider whatever they are doing, and then they should pay more attention to these issues. We shouldn't just wait whenever we are being bedeviled with floods before we start talking about flood. Look, we talk about it when we are experiencing it. We just behaving like a vulture. That during the raining season, you say that, oh, next time I'll put up my house, but the moment the rain stops, everything ends there. That is the kind of attitude government is putting up when it comes to these flood issues. Yeah.
Let me take your last word, Sammy.
Well, the government has to do something to resolve this issue, because it is destroying most of our properties, and flood mostly occurs in these two big cities, which is Accra and Kumasi, and also even in central region. We have to look at what is causing that, then put measures in place to resolve this issue. Other than that, we wake up one day and the whole country is flooded. Yeah, because they are not much focused on constructing our roads well, building gutters or clearing the dust in our gutters, and also constructing dams in this country. So I think the government should focus much on this particular issue.
Thank you so much. John, your last words, and then...
Yes, my last word. Even as I keep talking about government not doing enough, I want to also urge citizens to understand that the government is there for us. We are part of the government. Every resource that has been invested into solving flood issues could have been invested into another or other parts of the economy which will help us. So if we think they will not use our own pocket monies to build a drainage system or give assistance whenever there is flood, then we are lying. We should adhere to rules and regulations. If you are being advised that this place is a waterway, so you should not put up a structure there, we should be able to adhere to that strictly. The gutters are there for easy flow of water. They are not there for our refuse. No. You understand me? They are not there for our refuse. So we should allow the gutters to be. You go to places and then the gutters are even blocked. Somebody wants to have access to his house because he's been blessed by God and he got some small money to buy a car, but there is a gutter there. Instead of asking for permission and then flowing the top of the gutter, you see that they'll collect stones and things and then dump into the gutter. Doing that, you are stopping the flow of water. So we should stop this kind of attitude and then make sure that, look, we give way to water. And I also want to urge government once again that we should have that political will and then do the right thing. The political will is important. We should stop, politicians should stop interfering into the works of the various institutions. Yeah. Because if they don't do the work well, all the blames will come back to government. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So to add up to what he just said, with the dumping of refuse in gutters, I think the government can also provide dustbins at vantage points so that the citizens will not end up throwing gutters in throwing rubbish in gutters. Yeah. So I think the government should also help and provide dustbins. Yes.
Thank you so much, and thanks for honoring this invitation. Do you have any social media handles you want to put across, Sammy?
Well, my Facebook account is Sammy K. The K is spelled Khay, and Sammy SAMMY. and also I have a Instagram account which is Miss Pilati GH. Yeah.
John.
Yes, I have Facebook account, but I'm very poor if it comes to updating my page. But the page is John J Na. John J Na. Then Na is spelled NARH. So that is my Facebook account. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. We've learned a lot from our wonderful guests. They've told us the cost, the effects, and what we should do as a country so that we won't be going into those situations anymore. A special thanks to the People's Lifestyle and Cassidy Image and IT Solution. They are the ones supporting and holding us tight all this while. You can call Cassidy Image and IT Solutions are into photography, videography, business flyers, graphic designing, and many more. Call them on 0551 093683, 0551 093683. This is where we are going to end our discussion. A special thanks to Sexy Thrifty Closet for my outfit. Thank you so much. And how can I forget my viewers? Thank you so much for watching. I'll be glad to meet you all other times. Until then, we say bye.